Hey guys, so I know it's been a minute since I posted a video. I think my last video was like 2 weeks ago. And then even before then, it was like a huge gap. And I tried to briefly tell you guys what was going on when I did a reel, but now I can be a little bit more specific because I have moved into my own place. So basically, the reason why I just kind of wasn't posting every single week like I usually do was because honestly, I was busy. Like, it was me getting prepared to move, and then life stuff, and then it was me going to work and just being busy with going to work. So it's kind of like, I'm not saying like to make this second, but it was kind of like, well, it's not really a priority. And also I feel like I was really like not necessarily uninspired, because I have a list of videos that I can do right now and I could have did back then, but I was just unmotivated, child. I was unmotivated, like, especially because I don't know if y'all have ever had jobs where y'all just do it just to do it, you know, because it pays bills. I'm not sure if that's y'all thing, but it be my thing most of the time. And it's like sometimes you get defeated and you get unmotivated because, hold on one second, my neighbor's a little. Okay, y'all, sorry about that. I know what, I think the mama was yelling for the baby to come out the street. Anyways, I'm looking at my patio because now I got a patio girl. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. I was just like really unmotivated. Like it was hard for me to get out of the bed every day, to make it to work on time every day. Like basically when I was going to work these last couple months, I'm supposed to be there at 8:25. I usually try to get there a little, maybe like 8:15, baby. Shanice was getting there about like 8:23. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, I couldn't take it no more. Not like it was crazy, but it's just like, if you don't like a job, you know what I mean. You can relate. It's like, I don't really like this job, and now it's really settling in that I do not like this job, and now it's becoming harder for me to actually do this job, especially because like I work with children, as y'all know. So it's like children can be draining, and I don't have none of my own, but trust me, I co-parented with my mom. That's our little thing that we say. But you know what I'm saying? Like, children are draining. You can't turn it on and off. They don't go away just because they get on your nerves. And when you get on their nerves, they can't just go away and magically be at home. They there until their mama come pick them up, okay? So anyways, so basically, I wanted to say, now that I got that rant out of the way, I wanted to be able to say what I wanted to say in the beginning. No, this is not written down. That's probably why I'm doing a lot of rambling. But I wanted to tell you guys that you can have whatever you want to have at any age. And now that I'm getting ready to be 31 in September, I feel like that's sitting in home for me now. Like, I feel like when you try to make milestones for yourself, and you're like, oh, I want to do this by this age and have this by this age, and it doesn't happen, you start to get defeated. And you really start to get defeated nowadays because you're seeing younger people doing things, if not more than what you plan to do at those same ages. So it's like, you're like, oh my gosh, well, like maybe I missed my time because I'm too old now, or, you know, all of these other excuses that we could come up with. And then it's like, naturally, and I hate that it's natural to do this, but naturally we start to compare ourselves to other people, and we like, oh my gosh, like, dang, she 20 something and she got it going on. Like, she, you know, she got this beautiful house, this new car, this new job, she had just had a baby, and you know, things like that. And if you haven't reached those milestones, or maybe you have, but it's just not what you wish they were, it's like you instantly go into this thing where I feel like you start to grieve the life you wish you had. Or no, that's not what I want to say. You grieve the life that you thought you would have. And I think now, looking back 10 years ago, I feel like when I was in my 20s, this is like, the life I have now is not the life that I envisioned for myself. Like, I thought, okay, I'm gonna go to school. That's gonna be my ticket out to be able to, you know, do better things and get me where I really want to be at. Like, basically, I thought that like in my 20s, I was gonna be jet setting, having heels on every day, get my hair done every other day, shopping all the time, blowing down the malls, just all of that. And it's crazy because I don't think adults talk enough about how to pivot and how to adjust to life when it's not the way you thought that it would be. And I remember I went through a period in time where I was like, Lord, wait a minute. It's got to be something that I'm like, did I say something? Did I do something? Like, what is really going on here? Because I feel like I crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's, if I do say so myself. I said I should have been buck wild when I was young. I should have just did all this if this is how I was going to end up. This is how I was thinking. And I'm like, I just wasted all my good years just being a good little girl. That's it. That's it. Just a good little girl for nothing, nothing at all. Not a nothing. So anyway, as I got older, as I started to mature, and as I started to grow my relationship with God, something that just kept coming up was that, sorry y'all, my glass is dirty, but something that kept coming up was, you are where you're supposed to be at. Like, where you are, the age that you're at, everything is how it's supposed to be. Like, your life is how it's supposed to be. So that's something that I have to consistently remind myself. Like, that's not something that I naturally think of when I'm going through a hard time or something happens. This is something I have to practice and have to remind myself, like, no, it's been confirmed so many times. Like, it's okay. Like, where you're at is literally where you're supposed to be at. Now, I will say the bad side to that is, if I'm, it's a deer. Ooh, I'm sorry. If I'm not doing what I, oh my gosh, it's a, what is that? Okay, anyway. It looked like a groundhog or something. Anyways, or a beaver. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. The downside to that is, if you're not doing what you need to be doing to move forward, you'll always be where you are. Meaning, like, if you're not intentionally growing your relationship with God so that you can hear him when he speaks to you, when he's giving you new directions to go somewhere else, you'll be stuck. You'll look back and be like, well, a couple years ago, that is where I was supposed to be, but what now? Because now I'm doing something else, or now I feel like I didn't really make much progress. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say that no matter what age you are at, be blessed, be thankful. Do not live in the shoulda, woulda, couldas, because you'll never grow from there. I encourage you all to get to know who you are now, not who you wished to be years ago. Do that, because I feel like there's beauty in getting older. A lady in the library had mentioned that to my mom too. She was like, there's a lot of people that's not making it to be our age. And I was like, no, that's true. Because shoot, they ain't even getting to be my age. So it's a blessing. And there is something still in store for you at the age that you are at. Like, the life that you want, you have to really sit down like, do I really want that life? Or are there certain aspects that I admired about that life? Like, for instance, do you really want to be rich, or do you like the freedom that money gives you? So really, you don't necessarily want the lifestyle that you thought you wanted 10 years ago, but you want the freedom that that lifestyle seemed to have given. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the whole thing. Like, when people say I want money, I don't think it's that they want to be rich. I also don't think that it's because they want to be wealthy. Like, that's a beautiful thing to be. But I also believe that it has a lot to do with freedom. Like, you don't have to get up and go to work every day if you don't want to. If you're sick, you ain't got to be like, oh, how am I paying my bills? It's freedom. You can put stuff on auto pay, girl, and not be tripping like, we can't do that yet, you know? But anyway, that's just what I really want to encourage you all to do, is like, look at your life. Like I said, I'm about to be 31 in September. If you're getting ready to be 40, if you're getting ready to be 50, 60, 70, 80, God still has a promise for you. Every time he wakes you up and breathes breath into your body, that means that the purpose that he created you for is not done. You still have work to do. It's your job to seek him out, to figure out what is it that you want him to do. I'm talking a lot. But I know some of you guys have told me before, like, I really like when you talk to us. I like talking to y'all. Shoot, I love y'all. Oh, before I close this out, baby, I just want to say I am very appreciative for the new subscribers that I have been getting, because like I told y'all, my goal is to be monetized. not just to be balling and stuff like that, but because I want to make money with something that I love to do. And I know that I've said this in so many vlogs, but I am going to be bringing more beauty content like I had originally wanted to do with my channel. I will be bringing that. It'll still be a balance of beauty. Like all of this stuff goes into beauty. I am also very, I guess I want to say, like, I'm very conscious of what I'm doing. Like, I guess the purpose of this video is to update y'all, but it's also to show my journey. It's also to show like my growth. You know, because I feel like when people watch you and when they subscribe, they're subscribing for many of reasons. But I also think that a part of it is they want to see the growth. Like they want to see you doing more or accomplishing the things that you said that you would, or the things that you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And even though I don't vlog my life on here, I do want to show you all how I grew as a beauty entrepreneur and how I grew as an educator and even as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I get monetized, y'all, one of my goals is I really want to go live like once a month. Just like, you know, talk to y'all and stuff like that, because I feel like these kind of videos do better when you get to talk and y'all can ask each other questions or ask me questions. But anyway, this video is very long and I just want to let you guys know that it's you that makes you beautiful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.